Good morning, everyone. Yeah, buddy. Freaking frozen tundra out here today. It's crazy. Michael Rappaport got nailed with a snowball. That's hilarious. Oh yeah, here we go again. Friday morning, where's my stand? Give me pancakes with a side of flan. That's pronounced flan. My name is Ron. Look at me, motherfucker, I am the bomb. You can call me Rhonda Paulina if you like. Just don't flick your tongue like a dyke like Dr. Dre. You hear what I say? I'll make things out of 90-year-old clay. Make a pot for your grandma to put her ashes in. Then take you to church because you're sin. That's right. Going outside every night just to get in a fight with an old man on a sled. Look at him. He doesn't even know what is getting head because it's been 1940 since someone touched his dirty 40. That's right, 40 centimeters is what I said his dick was. What you gonna do about it? What's up, Negative Nation? Welcome to Negs Live. It is 10:03 a.m. Eastern Standard Time here in the beautiful state of Indiana. That's right, it is a Friday morning, you sons of bitches. How you doing this morning? It's good to see you. Good to see you. We are buried in God's wrath right now. Yeah, buddy. Can we get an all hail for Charmed and Dangerous? Thank you very much for getting us started with the bacon bits. And I know it.
Are the beans done?
Are the beans done?
Rowan Warren broke bits X300.
Yeah, buddy. All hail Rowan, please. Oh, yeah. Zestu it. Let's do it. We got the hype train already, baby. We're already off and running. Let's do it. Thank you. I like this beanie, too. I haven't worn it since last year.
Thank you for the bits.
Today. Yeah, buddy. Holly Mac.
Hurry, get to the chop here.
Oh, man. All hail Holly Mac.
07 cheered. X200.
Yeah, all hail Zestu. Let's get some love in the chat for these individuals. Thank you for the support already, guys. We got a great stream lined up for you. We got a great podcast lined up for you, whatever you want to call it. Whatever makes me more dangerous. It's so cringe. Yeah, so, I got these things on the...
Cheeseburger money, honey.
Holly Mac 07 gave
What a boomer move.
Cheeseburger money, honey 100.
Older I get, the more I screw up the simplest things in life.
Oh,
all hail Holly Mac and all hail Dr. Apple Knockers. Bless your hearts, an anonymous user. Thank you so very much, guys.
X500.
Thank you very,
you,
very much. Thank you. Much love to you, darling. Much love to you and Holly Mac, too. Damn, boy. I'm going to eat some banana bread while we're doing this. How about that? I got a big chunk of banana bread because that's I am banana bread. I am the banana bread.
Holly Mac 07 gave Nick's cheeseburger money.
All hail Christina Lava Lamp, Holly Mac 07, anonymous user, and everybody else in the chat showing that love.
Get to the chop here. Hurry, get to the chop here.
Yeah, boy.
Christina Lava Lamp cheered. X200.
All hail Christina and Breezel Maydell.
Thank you for the bits. Get to the chop here. Hurry, get to the chop here.
Breezel Maydell cheered. X200.
That Breezel Madel. Thank you very much. You guys are super sweet. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, DC. I appreciate you so very much. Is that a corgi? I want a corgi dog. Man, I have had a hell of a morning with Peeboos. Bless her heart. One, she got a hold of my world famous roasted vegetables.
Get to the chopper! Hurry! Get to the chopper!
Anonymous underscore user.
You want to come say hi to everybody? Come here.
X200.
You been, oh, what's the matter?
Thank you for the bits. Get to the chopper! Hurry! Get to the chopper!
There she is.
Holly
There her
McCall
is.
07 cheered.
There her is.
X200.
There her is. We say we've had a bad morning.
Thank you for the bits.
We've
Get
had
to
a
the
bad
chopper.
morning, haven't we?
Hurry! Get to the chopper!
Luna Sonata cheered.
Damn, I'm trying to keep up here.
What's up,
Did you see her kiss me on the
Much
cheek?
love.
Holly, Anonymous, Breezel, Luna, all hail, please. Thank you, Gothic. She had a bad morning. She has the diarrhea. She had the diarrhea in the middle of the night. I didn't know. Bless her heart. Bless her heart. She always poops near the exit. Now, we haven't been here but 3 months, so the top of the stairs is very foreign. So she pooped next to the steps. What happened? What happened was she got a hold of some of my world famous roasted vegetables, and I'm pretty generous with the olive oil and the spices, and they upset her tummy. Yes, they did. Upset her tummy. And she went out this morning, and bless her heart, I don't know why she's trudging through a foot of snow to try to find a place to poop, but she is. But she is. And I had to bring her in, take her, because we don't have a bathtub here. We have a stand-up shower.
That's pretty good. Thank you.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Rowan outing people with giving them subscriptions. Thank you, Rowan. You're a sweetheart.
Hey. That's pretty good.
Thank you for subscribing.
Who said they were famous? Me. Anyway, the olive oil and the spices really gave her the diarrhea.
That's pretty good.
Thank you for subscribing.
Well, that's the thing. I did shovel her a path. She chose the other path. She decided to go that way around the house where the snow was up to here on her and not use the path that I shoveled.
Thank you for subscribing.
Thank you, Holly, Rowan, Luna. Damn, guys. All this love. Level 3 hype train.
Hey.
Rowan outing
That's
people.
pretty good.
Thank
She's
you
a good
for
boy, dude.
subscribing.
Well, anyway, all hail Luna. All hail Holly. All hail Rowan, please. Show Rowan some mad love.
Honey.
Holly McCall 07 gave Nick's cheeseburger money honey 100.
There's my baby. There's my baby. All hail Zestu.
Honey.
Luna Sonata gave Nick's cheeseburger money honey 100.
I know
Such a
her-
good pupper dog.
Her little face, right? Look at her.
Thank you for the bits. Get to the chopper. Hurry! Get to the chopper.
Zest2 Art cheered. X200.
Look at her. She's like a human. She's just like, yeah, I'm good.
Hey. That's pretty good.
Scotty, Zestu, Luna, Holly. Damn, y'all. Killing it. You guys are killing this level 5 in like record time. It usually takes us 20 minutes. You guys are killing it in record time. Holy crap. All hail everybody, please. Yeah, anyway, she had the diarrhea. And I take her in the shower. We do have a stand-up shower. We have a stand-up shower, no bathtub. And I had to spray her butt off, and it really, really, really upset her. But it looked like Chewbacca had overeaten Tootsie Rolls and threw up. Is what it looked like. It was bad. There's no way she was coming in this house. As soon as she came in, I saw her. She's getting a haircut Monday, aren't you? Or you getting a haircut? She's getting a haircut Monday. So, I mean, she's a hairy fucking dog, man.
Thank you for the bits. Get to the chopper. Hurry! Get to the chopper.
DR Apple Knockers cheered. X200.
Well, bless her
LOL
heart.
Peeboos.
Oh, Dr. Apples Knockers loves you. She loves you.
Money,
She
honey.
loves you.
Anonymous underscore user 2 gave Nick's cheeseburger money honey 100.
And
Thank you for the bits.
All hail Anonymous
Get to the
user,
chopper.
Christina, yeah,
Hurry,
buddy,
get
and
to the
Dr. Apple
chopper.
Knockers.
Christina Love
And
Lamp
Christina,
cheered. X200. Sweet Queen Peeboos.
tell 'em.
Heart.
See, I am the queen. But she's getting a haircut. She could see. I just cut her eye boogers out. She had some horrible eye boogers. She's got this Dimebag Daryl thing going on right now. But she's super hairy. But my
Are the beans done? Are the beans done?
are your
Holly
claws warm
McCall
now?
07 broke
Are your
bits
paws warm?
X300.
What the paws you warm? All right, there you go. There you go. Oh my goodness, you're getting fat. So anyway, she goes over here to get into this deep snow. All hail Holly, please. And bless her heart, she does not do well with the cold. She came in and she was all like whining and limping. I had to get a warm rag and put it on her legs and melt the snow. It's a mess. It's a mess. So I'm going to go out here after this stream and I'm going to just shovel all the way around the house. I mean, because it's a big area and it's a lot of snow. Did I just fat shame her? Yeah. Christina, Anonymous, Dr. Apple, Scotty, this duet, Luna Sonoda, Holly, and Skanky English gal. Look at her. Oh, there she goes. She's getting on my bed. That's why I keep her nice and clean, because she's always in the furniture, man. She cannot be on my furniture. I just bought that couch. I just paid $1,200 for it. She's not going to smear poopy on it. Nor my $500 recliner. I'm only saying the dollar amounts because I've never bought new furniture before. 151 left. There we go.
Get to the chopper. Hurry, get to the chopper.
Ooch, my baby.
Christina Lovelamp
Ooch, my
Cheer.
baby.
X200.
Look at her. Look at her. My bed's a mess, but she's over. Look at her. She's
Thank
laying.
you for the bits. Get to the chopper. Hurry, get to the chopper.
Rowan Warren
Ooch,
Cheer.
my baby.
X200.
Thank you, Rowan. Thank you, Luna. Thank you, Christina.
Thank you
All
for
hail.
the bits. Get to the chopper. Hurry, get to the chopper.
Oh, okay. Okay.
X200.
I'm not gonna say, but I know who Skanky English gal is, but I'm not gonna say. It's not who I thought it was, though. But I'm glad they used the name. I'm glad they used the name that I used for that person. Anyway, so anonymous user Luna, Scotty, thank you. Damn, guys, look at all this love today. This is amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you, 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 thank you very much. Thank you.
Hey,
Hey,
that's pretty good.
poor Biden. It's elder abuse. What they're doing to him. 109. 109. Damn, Scotty too hottie. Damn, Scotty's gonna have his own. Actually, everybody that comes to our vacation, which has, I need everybody to contact me privately.
Oh, ain't you so sweet, fun to my
We've
little
changed
program.
venues. We've changed venues.
X500.
Nothing else has changed, just the venue. Oh, thank you, DC. Nice. She said salt. Put some salt on the wound. All hail DC. Yeah, buddy. That's right. So contact me privately.
Thank you for the bits. Get to the chopper. Hurry, get to the chopper.
Oh man, hype train, 52%, level 5. Holy shit. We are changing venues. Thank you, Scotty and Holly. All hail. Welcome to the cult. Yeah, it's a cult.
Money, honey 100.
Cult of personality. Cult of personality. Cult of personality.
Thank you for the bits. Get to the chopper.
Damn, I'm just gonna eat some more banana bread.
Get to the
Thank you,
chopper.
Rowan. All hail, Rowan.
Cheered. X200.
It's a cult. God forbid that people are interested in me and want to be a part of the community that we created. God forbid that people do this normal thing that happens on the internet all the time.
Thank you for the bits. Get to the chopper. Hurry, get to the chopper.
Holly McCo 07 cheered. X200.
Holly, Rowan, Scotty, Holly, DC Jam, y'all. 66% on this level 5. This banana bread is bomb, yo. I'm sorry, but it's what I've been living off of for 2 days. My jaw is still fucked up. My tongue is raw from, I'll tell you in a second.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Thank you for
Leedy lobotomy? Ah! What? All right, all hail Rowan, Merms, and Raven in the Well.
Merms 2020 cheered. X500.
Sorry, it's rude of me to eat. Thank you, Scotty.
Beans done?
All hail Scotty.
Are the beans done?
Raven and Thwell broke bits X300.
Cheeseburger money, honey.
Scotty 2 Hottie gave Nick's cheeseburger money honey 123.
Thank you, man. Damn. 113% on that level 5, guys. Holy shit. What was I saying? I don't remember what I was saying now. I should just shut up until the levels are done. I remember what I was saying now. Holy shit. Oh, okay, now I remember. Had a tooth pulled, wah, 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 pinched a nerve. My tongue was numb. It's still a little numb, but now it's very raw. While it was numb, I didn't. When it was numb, I couldn't feel it because of the pinched nerve. I rubbed it raw on my teeth. Now it's not as numb as it used to be, and I can feel where I've rubbed it raw all down this left side.
Betham is 137 gave Nick's
No, my jaw
cheeseburger
doesn't hurt. It's my
money, honey,
tongue now
100.
because I rubbed it raw. Thank you, Beth. Oh, hell, Beth. Thank you so much. Yes, I doed it. I doed it. So now, I can tell, I can look at it. There's like red all the way down it. It's horrible. It's horrible.
Betham is 137 gave Nick's cheeseburger money, honey, 100.
Beg's so inclusive that his teeth are black, yellow, and brown. You see, I'm diverse, Kanish. I'm diverse. All hail, Beth. Thank you so very much. Nobody ever blocked Kanish. He comes here to be oppressed by me, okay? He has an oppression kink. He has a white supremacy kink. It's super weird. But whatever. I'm more than happy to oblige him, you know, to kind of give society what they want and to give him what he wants because I aim to please my viewers. I'm really in no position of my caucasity to be oppressing anybody, but if he wants to do that, that's fine. That's fine.
Hey. That's pretty good.
Thank you for subscribing.
Oh, I assure you, my family took no seaports and built built no railways, or we would have had 6 generations of poverty. I assure you. Bless you guys. 6,588 bits and 10 subs. Are you kidding me? Thank you so very much. This is why I do this all the time, is because you guys want to appreciate it. And what a fair trade. I get to feed my kid, and you get to be entertained. I love it. It's great. It's great. I do eat some of the food, too, if that's okay. I do eat some of the food as well. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, appreciate you guys. Much love to all of you.
Hurricane Ava gave Nick's cheeseburger money, honey, 100.
Thank you, Hurricane Ava. I appreciate you. All hail Hurricane Ava, please. I do. I steal from my children. When I'm done smashing pizza under the door for him, I take a coat hanger and I scrape it back under the door. I'm like, ha! You thought? Oh, Hussey was wondering what I meant by saying his dad was ashamed of him. Well, I don't know. Look at you. You know, I don't know. Like, I did that so I would get a reaction out of you, Ken, because I want you to understand that you sitting there and saying that I was incapable of feeding my child and emotionally supporting him was probably. I know you're trying to get on that bandwagon that everybody else did, and that's the reason why I was falsely swinging on so many people, is because a few people did mention my family, and I took that out on innocent people around them. And I know it's what you're trying to do. You're trying to get looped into all that, and that really speaks volumes about your character, is that you're willing to fall in line with you had the nerve to sit there and say that I was everything everybody said I was, when these are the only people giving me a second chance, and the only people who are defaming me now are you and your community. So there's that. Hey, kid, my dad is from the same generation. And my father probably still struggles with my image and who I am. My father emasculated me my whole life. I don't think my dad's going to leave me a single solitary red cent, to be honest with you. So, I'm kind of speaking from experience about having a father that's ashamed of you. Just in a way, you know what I'm saying? So. Not trying to be incendiary, but you did say I couldn't feed my kid. Oh shit, this thing needs clean. There's weed all the way through the tube. Yeah, when anybody without kids judges me falsely, I tend to try to ignore it a little bit. So I do what today want to just, I'm not going to watch DC and Mothra J's live stream. We watched it in the Discord last night, and it was, I appreciated the times when the humor came up, because this was some very insidious, ominous shit that was said, and there were claims that were made that I need to see proof of later on. I mean, there's allegations. They've made it very clear to keep it that it's allegations, but down the line. But like a lot of the stuff is, I'm not going to watch it again because I don't want to endure that again. That's why I didn't go live last night, because the levity, the gravity of the situation, was pretty heavy. So it was a good stream. It was quick, to the point, no bullshitting. And we watched it in the Discord. Like I said, we're not trying to skirt and give anybody views. Everybody went over and gave likes. It's just this way we could watch it together and interact with each other in real time without shitting up Clara's chat, because we would have shit it up. We had a lot to say. So we were there. We just weren't chatting. I think some of it, I think Missy 007 was repping the Negative Nation. She usually does. She's a good, what do you call it, ambassador. She's a good ambassador. I'm trying to think of where to begin with that stream. There's so much to unpack. I don't want to go through everything. I want to respond to it real quick. First thing this is just regards to Mothra J, and I want to see if I'm understanding this correctly, is that he too has struggled with his mental health, which it took me till today for that to dawn on me, that that's probably why he's being understanding with this situation in regards to my involvement. It was probably because of his struggle with his mental illness as well. No judgment whatsoever. One of the guys who was in a Discord is in jail. Oh, Jesus. What's he in jail for? Did he go out there and reach out and touch something? Did he AT&T someone, as Bad Boy likes to put it? As drama whore? Is that what his nickname is? Drama whore? You're still trying to get a refund from the 4 hours, his 4-hour stream of nothing. Yeah. It was, bless his heart. And I assure you, for anybody who may be side-eyeing me, that I had no idea about the more nefarious things they were doing in there that were outside of just trolling people. As far as anything involving victims, I had no idea. Because if I'd have saw that, I'd exposed it on the spot. And if I were involved in it, I'm pretty certain that there would have been screenshots, videos, recordings of me involved in that. Everybody can ask me. I'm self-absorbed. You know, like, I help a dude out, but I help a dude out in the way that I can. So I was more focused at that time on exacting revenge on people who had slighted Mason. That was it. And I got lost in that. So. All right. Yeah, Kanish just wants to be oppressed and fisted. I'm not lying. I'm sorry. That was horrible to say in the middle of this conversation we're having. But it's the truth. Stick around long enough. You'll understand. I object. Sure you do. You're not allowed to object because of the caucasity. Yeah, I'm very, like, people, like, that's why people have already been coming to me, like, kind of trying to rebuke all these different things, and I've already told everybody just to stop. That if it's an issue, like, really at this point, and this is going to be, I'm going to have to pick my battles very carefully and not involve myself in the shit until I go to my counseling and get some help, understanding myself. I'm not a danger to anybody. I'm not a harm. I'm not gonna harm myself. I'm not gonna harm my kid. I'm not gonna harm my grandma. I'm not gonna burn my house down. I'm not gonna skin my dog alive. I just need to go understand why I am so naive and gullible. That's what I need to understand. and understand why I constantly am a magnet for predators. It's really messing with my head. So going forward, people are already like, you know, XYZ, conspiracy, this person feels this way, don't care. Don't care. And I'm not telling everybody not to tell me pertinent and relevant information, but the stuff I'm being sent is there's no proof, there's no receipts. It's not like people are saying that like Cecil McFly is out there just saying whatever she wants to about me or insinuating things about me, and none of it's true. One, Silvana, nobody's going to drop nudes, okay? We're just going to be honest. I've already brought it up on the platform. People send pictures to one another. I don't even have your picture saved. So Cecil, if you would quit going to Twitter and telling people that this person is scared of me when a year ago they were perfect. They were so scared of me that they sent me hundreds of pictures, huh? So scared and terrified of me that they sent me hundreds of pictures. Sure. So play that woman narrative up. Play that revenge porn narrative up, Cecil. I was in your DMs days before you decided to make this about yourself, just like Hussy, just like Big Boy Tredge, just like Death, just like anybody else jumping on the anti-negs hate train right now. Yeah, I've already brought it up, and she can own her adult behavior. She can own her adult behavior. She wants to be involved in this hemisphere of shit. She can own that she sent adult pictures to somebody else. I'm over. Don't send me nudes. I've told people to stop it. Stop it. I won't drop your nudes, but I mean, hey, if you're going to go out and you're going to embolden people who are literally predators and they're going to try to do a damage to me and the people that I care about, yeah, you're going to own that adult behavior. I'm not trying to hold it over your head. I don't have the pictures saved. I don't want to see anybody naked unless you're in my bed, personally, no offense. But the next person I want to see naked is somebody in my bed that I want to see naked. That's it. I don't want to see any. I don't jack off to this stuff. I don't save it. It doesn't really do much for me because, hell, I've got 25 years of looking at pornography on the internet. I'm a little inundated right now with sexuality, so. Oh, well, it's a respect thing. I would never drop somebody's nudes. I dropped one nude in 2018, and the face was covered, the boobs were covered. It was so askew you couldn't tell who it was, where it was, or who it was of. And that is the one thing that people are using as an example against me, okay? Yeah, well, I shouldn't have done that, but I did, and I owned it, and I paid for it, and I atoned for it, and we're still here. But, you know, that's the problem is if you fuck up on the internet, it's forever. People... and I'm guilty of this too, is not willing to accept that people are moving on past their former transgressions. I mean, I posted a picture of my ding dong in my last server for everybody for free, and I did it mainly as a troll, and it really worked. Well, I got a lot of attention. Whew. Hell, even Bad Boy Trage came up and said, "Look at my pixie stick," and everybody was like, "By the way, Mothra, that was a good point about the angles." Like when I took my picture, since Mothra, this, you know, he's obviously has an eye for photography. I'm a photographer. When I took my pictures, I took like 10 and picked the best one from the best angle, and I even cropped my gut out of it. I don't even have, like, my gut is not as bad as it used to be. It used to be pretty bad. See, I'm fat. Look at that. But it used to be like out to here. It used to be like this. So I had to really angle it. I thought that was funny as fuck, man. Like, who takes a picture of their Twiggaberry straight up and down, like? It's so sad. He's a grown man. It's a grown man. I mean, like, come on. You know? Come on. You gotta work those angles no matter who you are. You do. By the way, this may not ever be gone, but it's going to be smaller by June. That's what she said. Anyway. Oh, yeah, dude. When am I ever not ready for the buffet, right? Look. There you go. Yeah, buddy. Uh-huh. Nothing but sex appeal. Yeah. These are my favorite Adidas pants. I like the black and red. And my Japanese Nightmare on Elm Street movie poster shirt. I'm so racist that I'm fat when there are hungry children in Africa. There's hungry children down the road. What are you talking about? Like, I'm worried about Africa. I can't even feed the kids in my own town. Shit. I mean, I'm worried about it, but what can I do about it if I just die from worry? Not the sacks up to the calves. Yeah, it's freaking 14 degrees and the snow is up past my shoes, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, the snow is like almost a foot deep out. The poor Pebbles, she's like, it's up to here on her. I mean, it's not quite a foot, but it's pretty deep. I'm a fashion victim. I really haven't changed my style since the 90s. I just don't wear holey jeans anymore. I used to, and then the last pair I had, I got fat, and I didn't want to. Look, man, when your fat's poking out of the holes, it's not a good look. So usually I'd wear thermals under them. I traded that look for the Adidas track pants look. So yeah, we're gonna keep going back to the stream from last night. I'm just trying to remember points to bring up. We'll ease into it like an old man into a warm bath, because that was pretty deep. I mean, like last night, man, the shit got deep. I mean, we were in the server and I was in tears at one point and it wasn't because of what I was hearing, but it was because of all the people that I led into that darkness. That was such a huge fuck up for somebody who had a responsibility that I did. And as a father and and I'm a leader, you can dispute that all you want, but I fancy myself as a leader. But apparently my naivete and my gullibility it has my default factory setting to being a follower. So I'm a leader with my children. I've led them to greatness. They're good people. They don't do any of the shit I do with my mentals and flipping out and all that shit. So yeah, they're good. I gotta work on myself now, I guess. But yeah, I mean, at one point I was in tears. I had a panic attack. Well, I wouldn't call it a panic attack, an anxiety attack. It wasn't a panic attack. I didn't go to the hospital though, because I'm not a bitch. So I wrote it out with my peeps. We talked about it, because I ain't done nothing. I mean, okay, let me. I've done nothing that. Okay, fuck. I have done a lot, but I didn't lie. I thought I was telling the truth, and maybe I took it, and I did not. Maybe I did take it too far. But what I'm trying to say is that, you know, it's funny that all these people who were actual victims, and I'm not putting myself into that category. People like Mothra, people like Frank, Missy is the biggest victim in all of this. That would be Bud Babe. It's profound that the guy who perpetrated all this against all of these people, not just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, dozens, if not hundreds of people, was the one filming himself in the hospital, trying to get sympathy. It's hilarious. It's definitely hilarious. The truffle shuffle. Yeah, so I mean, like, I remember when I had diverticulitis, which can result in you having to have part of your intestines removed if the infection doesn't go away and it gets too bad. And I posted a couple pictures, and I don't know how many comments I got about fishing for attention, sympathy, e-begging, sad fishing, whatever, man. Like, you know, I didn't really pay it that much mind because I was in a lot of pain. They had to give me pain pills for the pain. You know, this is the pain in my gut, and they had to give me a fucking opiate for it. And I haven't taken, I don't really like taking opiates because they make me edgy and fucking, not like edgy like, you know, making Andrew Dice Clay jokes, but like, and make me nauseous. So I can't imagine going into a hospital when your mentals are so bad that, and firing up a camera to get sympathy because you got caught being the very thing that you were accusing everybody else of being. He faked his shit, though. You were actually in pain. Oh, I was doubled over. I remember that night I went to a party. I went to a friend's house to play cards and drink whiskey. And I only took a couple shots of whiskey because I was like, or was that after I stopped drinking? I can't remember. Somebody was drinking. Anyway, I don't even know if I drank that night. I'm just assuming I did because Or was that before? Was that after I quit drinking? It may have been after I quit drinking. Yeah, that was after I quit drinking. My memory is shit. Anyway, I remember being at my friend's house and I went and got some Gas X because I thought I was just gassy. I thought I was having gas pain. So I took that shit. We went outside and I was smoking. I was smoking weed. They were drinking. And I was outside blowing ass like bad. Like, I mean, it's Gas X, obviously. And I was like, man. So I cut it short after 2 hours. I'm going to go home. I don't feel too hot. So I went home, woke up the next day, and I was like, yeah, it felt like somebody was just jabbing something in my gut, just like that, and just wrenched, like, just wiggling it a little bit. It was horrible. So we went and they did, whatever it is, scan, and voila, there you go. You're sick, sir. I took a picture because I'm very involved with my audience, and I had already told them I wasn't feeling well. So I may not be an IRL streamer, but I do share huge portions of my real life with everybody. So that's just kind of my, it's just kind of my gig. I've just done, that's what I've always done. It's what I've always done. I mean, people are already concerned about me, so it's not for the people who don't give a fuck about me. It's for the people who do care, you know. Has that English smoked salmon started a GoFundMe yet for his medical cost? Are you speaking of the work of the head? Because I haven't heard anything from him. I hope that I hope that pressing forward with his limited time he has left on this rock, that he makes right with the universe, because I understand he's probably angry because of his current health condition, but that's nobody's fault but his own, and it's unfair to take it out on people who have done absolutely nothing but try to support them. You had an ingrown toenail. There's several points from the stream last night that I don't really want to bring up because they involve children, and I want to see proof of these things, at least the breadcrumb trail, and then I want to leave it behind me because it's disturbing. But you guys were there. You heard the accusation regarding the children and the troll accounts, people basically serving their own child up as bait for sympathy. It was pretty disturbing, pretty disgusting. As a European, death is the reason that we are glad Brexit went through. Trash took itself out. Oof. 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 Jesus. What is Ken gonna do when he finally opens his eyes like I did and just listens? I'm gonna one more time, Hussy, and I don't owe you shit. I definitely don't owe you shit at this point. But you need to go and watch every single stream I've done, and you need to understand that the only people who are running the ops and are doing, the people who you're surrounding yourself with are paranoid because they're up to no good. That's why they're paranoid all the time, and they think that everybody else is a mole, everybody's a spy, they're a saboteur, all these things. Did you ever hear me say that? No, the only time I ever repeated that is when somebody came to me and said that. And you trust them, and they are taking advantage of you. Now, I know you've heard me say that. I have no reason to, like, if you apologize, fantastic. You should, because you're an adult, but I'm not asking for an apology, and that doesn't mean I cannot bolster you to my audience. You've really done a disservice to everybody and shown that you're an opportunist who should try in this for money when it actually involves real life situations and real life people and police and alleged FBI involvement. You know what I'm saying? Go watch my last two streams. Go watch DC's stream from last night, and you make up your mind. You're going to have to put in the work. You can't just be spoon-fed every bit of information that is convenient for you and your feelings about the situation right now. You're going to have to swallow the pill that's hard to swallow, and that is that your boy is the predator. No, I'm not having any issues. The weather's bad here. Well, it's not bad. It's slowed down. It's just fucking frozen tundra now. Polar bears, seals, penguins, camels, giraffe. I'm just inserting animals. It's like Noah's Ark here. If it were a snow globe. Yeah, Ken is viewing the world through rose-colored glasses, and that's what I did, too. It was convenient for my disdain over the transgressions. Now, look, it didn't help that, like, I still have an issue with Draven's Crypt. I heard a word from him. Now, unless somebody faked that footage, too, of him repeating this story about me having sex in a car in front of my child, then we need to have a talk, and we need to move past this. That was the type of shit that emboldened my opinion that there was some fuck shit going on with kids. You got to understand that when somebody can go into a live stream and regurgitate a story of that caliber with a straight face and try to pin that on me, that's a problem. Now, my karma, so be it, but it needs to be made right. One, what kind of story is that? Two, what? I mean, like, come on. It's very disturbing to me that there's somebody even out there telling a story that people believe this is the story, that I had sex in my car with MFW with my son in the back seat in front of my apartment that I paid money for, that had 2 bedrooms where I could have went and had a sex with a woman in the privacy of my own home. This is a story that Draven's Crypt platformed, not once, but probably, I think, twice. All I needed to hear it was once. I need that shit made right. Or if he wants to stand by it, I need to see proof, because that's why we're here today, is because I didn't accept the proof. So I'm going to need to see proof that I said that this happened. And I don't know how anybody's going to prove that I had sex with MFW in my car in front of my child. It's just disturbing. Don't say shit like that. It gets me worked up even talking about it. Not only does it imply that I'm a sexual deviant, that's all it implies, is that I'm a sexual deviant, that I can't go from the parking lot to my apartment. My kid had a room with a door and a lock, and I had a room with a door and a lock. No, I'm just going to plop right here in this car and have sexual relations in front of my child with this woman I ain't fucking like and I wasn't attracted to begin with. That shit needs to be made right. That's calling me a predator in a nutshell. Yeah, whose fantasy was that? That's why I heard that. And then you have the OnlyFans situation where that person was faking receipts on me. So you got to see that it was a compounding issue. Like, it may have kicked off here, but these individuals, these 2 individuals made it worse, because they're like, I'm a liar and I'm a liar. And I'm like, well, fuck, everybody's a liar. That's not the case. And I'm not going to be led down to that type of tunnel vision again. But that's the situation. That is the truth. That is the honest truth. You know, I mean, I think, and hey, there were people probably in my community that weren't helping my cause either. That's just, I mean, I really wish that Draven would just make that shit right, or prove it. And if you have proof of that happening and me saying that, then wow. Phew. One, it ain't me. 2, why do you have such things? He got the info wrong. I just want him to say he got the info wrong on his channel. I mean, that guy is that's why Bad Boy Ped Durst said that he was the Marcel Becker project, is because he knew that I despised Draven for that very story that he told. I have 4 children. I have managed to have sex my entire life, and they have never had to witness it. Have my kids walked in with me being intimate with a woman, not in the throes of sex? Yeah, because they should have been in bed. It's my house. I should be able to have a woman over, right? That's happened once, and I don't hear the end of it. He still tells me, remember when I walked in, you and that girl and making out? I'm like, yeah, enough. Enough. That's it. That's it. My son walked in and saw me kissing a woman. That's what he saw. In our house. He should have been in bed. It was 12:30 at night. It was a school night. I didn't see him. He told me later. So there you go. If you need a story to tell, there's your story to tell. Well, you know what that resulted in, Bud Babe? I went to a horror convention, and I ran into a trauma booth. Now I didn't, I didn't do anything nefarious. I just asked them if they knew Renee and Draven because they had already threatened me. By this, way before this point, they'd both threatened to come here and do violent shit. Draven has said he drove past my house multiple times and all this stuff. He was popping up with all kinds of crazy shit. So I just asked them, I was like, oh, you know Crazy Renee and Draven. They're like, oh, yeah. I was like, and y'all made a movie with them because they tried to say that one clip from that movie was from a sexual assault. I don't know how that story got out there. But anyway, I was clearing that up. So you see, like, my mindset had me, I walked in and went, oh, trauma. I'm going to ask them if they know Crazy Renee and Draven. And I did, and I took a picture with them to troll Draven. Like, know these people? It makes him untrustworthy. Yeah, so that's as far as I took it. There was no way I was going to sit here and tell these strangers that this guy went online. I had the clip on my phone. I was just going to show them. There's no way I was going to do that. I was like, man, I'm here to meet Robert England and Ted DiBiase, who I see across the room. I'll see you guys later. It kind of got the situation with Draven and Renee got a little askew off the jump because they were being quite threatening off the jump. So I just went and I ran Renee's background because I know how to. It's like it's a phone book, man. The internet is a phone book. The internet is a phone book. It wasn't sinister, and privately I said, "This you." Like, maybe you don't want to be threatening me. I know who you are. And it kind of spiraled out of control from there. And the next thing I know, he's driving by. I mean, like, I don't know what thread it was. I made a video. It's been nuked. I still have it. But that was genuinely, like, the beginning of a lot of this shit where it started jumping off to a serious degree. So you had me out here peddling Tragic's lies. Then you had Draven out here peddling what he knew were lies. So it didn't start off well, and then I think that resulted, I know it resulted in me taking a swing on anybody and everybody associated with anybody and everybody who had a transgression towards me. I feel self-aware enough now. I feel like I've been self-aware this entire time, just a little manic. Trying to give myself a little breathing room there. Not sound like a complete psychopath. Oh, I gotta text me Madre real quick here. So, you gotta understand that, like, and then like when Tragic would be like, ooh, look at this clip, look at this video, look what this person said, and I would always go back. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be honest with you. Draven's clip was my go-to sample. I'd be like, oh yeah, well, I mean, if this motherfucker's out here lying about me having sex around kids, then there's probably all kinds of fucked up shit going on. That's just my way of thinking. Not going forward, it's not, but I mean, like, you gotta understand how convincing, like, the dude made a good case. He had fake videos. What the fuck, you know? So, and even, like, I was shutting down conversations before they began. I couldn't even face anybody that was associated with anybody who had a transgression towards me. I was so insanely pissed off. Just so insanely pissed that I had, and I'm not trying to bring up old shit and everything, but, you know, heads don't shield. That's a hard thing to fucking just throw that on my back, right? That was tough. And then I'm having sex in front of my kid. Like, for real? Really? I'm like, what? Oh, did you, Bud Babe? Okay. See, I don't know who... Nobody's responsible for Draven, and I'm not asking anybody to go to him and browbeat him. He has to be a man and an adult and do this on his own, as I did. Nobody made me do this. I don't have to go live every day at 10 a.m. and talk about this stuff and explain the situation. But I think people are owed an explanation. People are owed my truth and owed apologies and a healing going forward. Yeah, I don't. Like I said, I'm not going to sit here and insult the guy. He knows what he did. He knows what his transgressions are. Only he can make them right, as only I can make the things. And I'm not trying to deflect from me. I'm not trying to blame anybody else or like, oh, my mentals, Draven triggered me. It's my fault. I'm responsible. I'm a grown man. I'm responsible for every single syllable that came out of my mouth my entire life. But I have to stress how damaging what he and Renee were doing was to my perception of the situation and who I was willing to talk to and who I was even willing to be. I didn't trust anybody. And I felt, oh, well, I got this tard over here who can't keep himself out of trouble, but he's being victimized just like me. I honestly believe that. I did not think. I thought that Matt was just a stupid guy who was naive and gullible, and all the while, I was the stupid, naive, gullible one. It's fucking crazy. Right, yeah, knowingly spreading false information. I'm not, and this isn't a pat on the back for me. I never knowingly spread false information. I probably heralded a lot of shit up, sensationalized it, and ran with stuff that I shouldn't have, but I never made something up and went and reported it. I am guilty of not researching, having proof, and all that. I'll take that one on the chin all day long. So yeah, I never felt like that was a productive way to counter Draven lying or anybody else that was lying. There were a lot of people lying and saying, people were saying really insidious stuff about Mason in comments and in chats and stuff, and like, and the situation became pretty inflammatory, and that was a soft spot for me because. And then when I heard a grown woman go on a live stream and say that I referred to my other son as a retard, I mean, you got to understand, and then faking receipts, this shit got compounded for me. I was like, yo, like, there is something going on. There is. Nobody's honest. Everybody's a liar. Everybody's on fuck shit. I love my kids, but you know what I learned is that I gotta pick my battles with my kids. And you want to call my kid a retard, you want to call him this and that. If it makes you happy in your mind that you think I did sexual acts in front of them, whatever, that's on you, homie. I ain't gonna sit out here and defend your delusions, defend my feelings against your delusions, because I don't have any feelings about people's delusions going forward. And again, that's why I said earlier that anybody that's contacted me with vague claims or somebody saying that you did this, did I do it? Do you have proof of me doing it? No, then I don't want to see it. If I need to apologize to you for something, fantastic. I will do that. I will own my shit. But I don't want to, and I'm just this for everybody because I'm telling people this privately. I don't want to do this he said, she said bullshit. If you have a, here it is bullshit, like here's the doctored receipt, then I'm receptive. But this, hey, somebody said that you might have, no, not doing that anymore. I just told everybody that Draven said I had sex with my kid in my car in front of my apartment. Okay, I'm not entertaining this horse shit anymore. So I'm not going through this again. I'm not rebuilding the community. I want to grow. I don't want to rebuild. I want to grow, okay? I'm tired of Neg's Build Back Better plan has failed. Dramatically failed over the last 5 years. So this is my last Build Back Better plan, and I don't want to. I'm tired of one step forward, two steps back. We come together because opposites attract, and I'm tired of it. I'm tired of getting hemmed up with packets of papers over a sentence I said on the internet. It's ridiculous, and anybody who there's a lot of people out there who don't trust me. They think I'm lying. They think this is a money grip. They think I'm building channels. I don't. Personally, you're fair in thinking that, but also I'm fair in saying I don't care. I really don't care. If you think I'm a liar, just hang out. Just keep it to yourself and wait. Because the more you're going to doubt me, it's going to be a big "I told you so" down the line. If you think I was committed to that, when I'm committed to something, I become committed to it. And right now I'm really committed to. Look, man, I'm still young. It ain't too late to fix myself. I got my looks. I got my health. I just need to work on these mentals. I'm stable financially. My kid is happy. My kids are happy and successful. So, it's time for Dad to right his ship. You good, homie? The fuck was that? That's my kid downstairs. Hopefully he's either shoveling or doing the dishes. I'm gonna pay him to do the dishes today. He's home from school. He needs to do something. Yeah, I pay my kid. Whatever. He lives here for free. Eats here for free. Still gotta teach him the value of $1 and how to earn it. I mean, 30 minutes worth of work for $5. Come on. Them sweatshop prices. An allowance is a good thing. It is. It truly is. Make him shovel the Diaruki path. Bless her heart. She's over there laying in my pile of jeans and hoodies and bandanas, and she's always like, if I throw all my clothes. We're two dudes in a house together. We don't have company. So at the bottom of the stairs between my door and his door, just this pile of laundry until I chuck it down in the basement. And if we leave it there, like I remember one week I had a busy week and he had a busy week, and I was cooking a lot that week, so I didn't care about laundry. I cared about food. So every morning she would be on top of that pile of clothes. Like, I'm like, man. But she's always sleeping on anything that we've worn, always. Oh, we did chores every Saturday. Myself and my stepbrother, stepsister, we would each be assigned a room, and it was on a rotate. We had a schedule on the wall of what we were supposed to do. In the summertime, my parents still had to go to their jobs, and we three kids had to fend for ourselves. I mean, my brother and sister were teenagers. I was still like 11 or 12. Didn't matter. And back then, I hopped on my bike and left at noon and didn't come home till 6. So, they would have these bags of these frozen burritos and different meals for us, and they all had our names on them in the fridge for the whole week. It was wild, and that was what we had to eat. We were well fed. I mean, but that's how we rolled in the 80s, man. There was no waste. That was your food. You didn't eat your brothers, you didn't eat your sisters, you ate yours, and if you ate it all, that's on you. Okay. I hated cleaning the living room because my stepfather was always in there, and he was like the fucking, I don't know, it was like cleaning in a prison camp. You miss doing chores for $5 every 2 weeks, right? We got $5 a week, and there was 3 of us kids, so. But my stepfather made like $24 an hour in the 80s, so that was pretty good for them. Yes, Clara, we did. We definitely did. We did. And I tell you what, man, being a broke, poor parent for 20 years, I just now got my financial shit together in the last year and a half. That's really thanks to the government doling out our tax dollars back to us, really, and being smart about it. And I rolled the dice on a really big purchase. I bought an estate sale from my buddy. This property had been occupied by this woman for 20 years on a land contract. It's such a bad idea, a land contract. Anyway, she was a bit of a hoarder. She bought nothing but Boyd's Bears, anything you could buy from TV that was collectibles in the 90s. This was pre-internet, before the internet, the .com boom. So when she passed away, some relatives of her took over the property and stopped paying the rent. Well, there were layers and rooms full of this stuff. Boyd's Bears. I'm talking like, Boyd's Bears it takes to fill a room. Well, anyway, my friend was given the task of cleaning this property. He was paid very handsomely to gut the property. And he saw this stuff, and he's like, well, I'm not going to throw this in the dumpster. So he stuffed it in his 2-car garage and his big shed out back. And he called me up, and he's like, dude, I got all this stuff. And I started looking at it. I took a look for 1 hour and bought it all on the spot, cash.
Thank you for the bits. Get to the chopper. Hurry, get to the chopper.
Hurricane Ava cheered. X200.
Thank
Although
you.
mixed smile.
Thank you very much. All hail Hurricane Ava. Well, anyway, I bought that with the first stimulus. Or whatever, the $1,500 we got. Well, it may have been the first two. I had $1,500 from the government. That's what I used. And I bought all this shit for $12. He didn't want it. He's like, get it out of here. I will haul it to your house. And I have to bring a lot of it down here. I've sold about 2/3 of it. And, well, I'm telling you, at my peak of selling on eBay, I was pumping out 20 packages a day. You know, between $2 to $50 profit on each package. It was nuts. I quit doing it because I'm burnt out. I did. I quit doing it. Not permanently. I'm going to take some of this shit to the flea market and see if I can't get, like, you know, a better price for it. Because the flea market, you know, you can put $10 on it. And, you know, I'll take the ones that won't sell on eBay and take them to the flea market and sell them to grannies for $5, like a really discounted price or something. Because they're still cute. They're just not, there's no value. You know, there's no monetary value. Gen X. Yeah, our radio station was called X103. Gen X. Yep. And in the 90s, they played all the hits of the 90s. You know, I remember we used to fight over the radio at this place I worked at. That shit ended when I became supervisor, by the way. Yes, I did pull a dictator move on that one. But I had the radio up. It was like 8 feet in the air. You had to get a ladder to get it. None of the short employees could get it. And there was a couple tall guys that would try, and I was like, oh, my bad. I was like, yeah, you don't like it, I'll turn it off. No, don't turn it off. It's quiet here. I'm like, okay. We weren't listening to country. That's what they wanted to listen to. And I'm telling you, we were not going to sacrifice the morale of the office for 1 or 2 people. There were 30 of us. All right. Okay. 28 of us want to listen to X103. Only the 2 of you want to listen to Achy Breaky Heart. Ain't happening. Go get another job. This was in 1998. I was making between 25 and 30,000 a year. With no college education, no experience in this field whatsoever. I schmoozed my way to my position. I always do this when I find a job. I don't lie, I don't kiss ass. I just find who's in charge, and I let them know that I'm interested in moving up. You know, I see them going to lunch. I'm like, hey, where you going to lunch at? Oh, I'm going to go to Wendy's. I'm like, I love Wendy's, and I do love Wendy's. Not a lie. Go get a burger. Yeah, man, I'm like, I got a kid. At this time, I didn't have any kids, but at that time, I was like, I'm going to start a family, I had a 9 to 5 in a decade for people out there who like to make the Negs is jobless jokes. I have not worked for anybody else's money in over a decade, and I have managed to raise a child on my own, so... Yeah, Hat Man, they fucking whack on Twitch too. They suck. Oh, if you would have put classical music on in our call center, no, we were selling zoo books, coupon books. We were selling long distance. We were selling stuff. Nobody wanted to hear beep 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 or any of that shit or fucking Mozart. They wanted to hear rock. It was motivating because people would dance up to the board to write their sales on there, like fucking, I want to fly away. They come back, yeah. I'm like, get back to your seat, Raphael. Jesus, what are you doing? Dance on your own time. No, I'm kidding. I didn't run that tight of a ship. My salespeople were great because I'd fire you after a week if you weren't any good because you were an expense at that point. If you hadn't made the company any money by your 6th day, then it probably wasn't going to happen because it was an easy job and my training was good. It was brief, but it was good. You didn't need to sit down in a room. I'm totally against sitting people in a room for 8 hours and lecturing to them how to sell stuff. You need to give them a script, let them know the benefits, and turn them loose on the phone and let them figure it out. The biggest part of your training should be the technical side of how to run the phone and the computer system, which all they had to do is they had a computer, they would enter their data, and then they had a little black box that just cycled for numbers that was controlled from my office. Oh, yeah, Lenny Grabs It. Yeah, his song, Fly Away. Yeah, it's horrible. I hated that song. That was the only time I wanted to change the radio station, is when they'd start playing that. Because during my 10-hour shift, I would probably hear it about 6 times. It's like, goddamn. Or Beastie Boys, intergalactic, planetary, intergalactic. Constantly. Break the beep on the boot that beep. What's another one? Goo Goo Dolls, Iris. That was a big one then. Yeah, Lenny Grabs It. That's what I've called him that since I was 21. Because of that song, I'd be like, oh, it's fucking Lenny Grabs It again. Jesus. Yeah, Sabotage. Yep. Dude, if they started playing Five Finger Death Punch on that radio, I would have smashed it in the parking lot. Don't sing Iris. Oh, God. And I didn't want the world to see Steve, 'cause I don't think they'd understand. Is that the right song? Where everything's meant to be broken, I just wanted to spend my baby. Ugh. Good grief. I made out with my girlfriend in the parking lot of our job to that song. In her car, in her Mercedes, to that song. It wasn't a nice Mercedes. It was an old one. It was a classic. 2 days of the week to recover from 3 days of crap radio in the office, right? Yeah, rule 1, don't ask Negs not to do it. Yeah, I've got oppositional defiancy disorder, apparently. Look, I've got relatives in politics, and one of them's going to be in law enforcement soon. I was like, well, this should be interesting. I'm not defiant with I comply with the police. I don't have problems with the police. I don't. You know what I get pulled over for? Boomer shit. Like, yo, your taillight's out. Oh, really? Your headlight's out. Oh, really? I mean, I know it's out. I'm just like, oh, really? Oh man, what was the other Goo Goo Dolls song? Name. I like the Goo Goo Dolls. I mean, you know, I listen to a lot of metal. Metal is soothing to me. I know to some people it's not, but like putting on a angry ass, heavy, fast, aggressive song is soothing to me. So, but like if I really like, sometimes in the Discord server we'll throw curveballs at each other in the music section. There'll be like an hour of metal, then somebody will be like, oh, right said Fred. Don't put Five Finger Death Punch on. Oh, you got it. No problem. No problemo. Thank you for telling me not to do that. Thank you for reminding me that they suck. I appreciate that. A Five Finger Death. Dude, that's... Every song is the boss battle in Super Mario. at the end of every level. Just put every song of theirs to the end of a Super Mario level. It'll fit. It'll fit. Guaranteed. Now, I'll do that for the meme. Hang on a second. This Shan's probably going to get her way now. Super Mario Bowser battles. All right, cool. Let's see if we can find these. All I need is one. All I need is one. I don't need. Here we go. All right, cool. Now we gotta do this. Jesus, can't believe I'm doing this. Can't believe I'm doing this. Oh, they do the version of Bad Company too. As soon as it came on, I knew it was them. Oh. These guys will kill any future erections you plan on having. I'm telling you. If you have a girl over and you put this on, you're going to age her libido by 40 years. I'm just saying. Hang on. There's got to be a better example. Okay, here. All right, we're just going to do this. All right. So, what I've done is I pulled up Super Mario Brothers. And whatever this song is. Let's just see what happens here. There we go. Yeah! Yeah! Go, Mario! Go, Mario! Yeah! 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 All right, here's where it's going to get good. Right here. This is what I'm talking about, right here. You ready? Here we go. All right. I've always wanted to do that. Probably didn't go together like I thought it would, but, you know, that's what I'm talking about. Not a good band. What's come over me? Come over me. Quick, show a beard and the troops. Every video. Every video. Look at my beard. Did you know we have soldiers? Yes. Would you stop exploiting them for the fucking love of God? We've been new. We got awareness. Got it. Fucking hell. You're starving me of head pats. Oh, whatever will I do? See a couple of eggs got me. It says, my star dad, world's greatest dad. Bless his heart. He doesn't have the best observational skills. He doesn't hear half the shit I say and doesn't see half the shit I do. But he's a great kid. He's like, you never drink out of your mug. And I'm like, I use it like 3 times a week. What are you talking about? He's like, oh, my bad. Would a kid get their dad that if he was a bad dad? I know a lot of people, and I really don't care what people on the internet think, but my kid is almost 14, and I assure you that if I were 13 and I had access to the outside world via a computer and endless supply of video games, I don't think I'd want to come out of my room either. I mean, we do spend time together every day. I don't know what other people's perception of a 45-year-old man and a 14-year-old's relationship is as a father and son. I'm still his parent. I'm his friend too. My kid is my friend. He's my buddy. I know a lot of people are not friends with their children, but I am friends with my children, and it's worked out just fine. But like, I guess when you say he's my buddy, but that I love him enough to tell him when he's wrong, to guide him in the right direction. He's my best friend. I wouldn't call him my buddy. He's my best friend. But I love my best friends and respect them enough to let them know when they're fucking up. And he's a young man, so he needs guidance. So, good kid. Drink out of that mug more, Dad, right? Yeah, I don't understand how people think families operate. Like, helicopter parenting is, you want your kid to have issues? Do that. Like, I have an open door policy. My door's open. He can come up here any time of day, any time of night that he wants. There are no restrictions. He stays out of my shit, and I stay out of his shit. We have that agreement. I respect his privacy. He respects mine. But
Thank
now,
you for the bits. Get to the chopper. Hurry, get to the chopper.
Hurricane Ava cheered. X200.
thank you, Hurricane Ava. Anyway, he, all hail. He, yeah, but when it comes to his room, I don't just walk in, though. I don't do that. I knock. Because he don't tell me not to come in, but, you know, he's a young man, so I'm not trying to just bust up in his crib. Yeah, we have an open household. But, like, you know, we have an agreement, like, if I'm in the kitchen cooking, get out. If I don't want anybody up here, I'm in a mood or something, I just kindly, we have a respect for one another. He's the same way with me. He's like, Dad, I don't feel like talking right now. I'm like, okay.
Get to the chopper. Hurry, get to the chopper.
Ms. Mystery 1 cheered. X200. 4 Lil Nigs. Smiley face.
I'll have him put $5 on his Steam account later for you guys giving him bacon bits. But we have an open relationship where we talk about open communication in our relationship, where we talk about how we feel and ask each other for space if we need it. There's never any offense taken. Now, we do live together, so sometimes we get on each other's nerves and we will peck at each other unknowingly, and then we always end up like, you know, and then 5 minutes later we give me a hug. It is what it is, man. Would I have been a helicopter parent if I had a daughter? Honestly, no. I would not have been. But I would not have been as lenient in some of the areas that I was with my male children. Regardless what you think, gender roles, they exist. And young men and adult males are definitely treated differently than young females and adult females. I'm not saying one is worse than the other. I'm just saying that we do get treated in different ways, and society has a different perception. And some of those perceptions are just and based on just actuality. Like, you know, my kids, when they venture out into the world of dating and being with other adults, it concerns me, because I know the absolute psychos I've met. So. But I mean, if I had a young lady, I mean, like, what can you do? Because, like, you know, growing up, I remember the girls who were the most problematic are the ones whose parents were the most strict. You know what I'm saying? Like, the girls who their parents were like, yeah, go have a life. They didn't get pregnant. They didn't get hooked on drugs. But the girls whose parents were like, they were the ones crawling out the window at 2 a.m, that type of thing. You know, like, I already told my kid, I was like, when you get in high school, it's like, you're probably going to meet some friends. They're probably going to want you to come over and hang out. There's probably going to be alcohol and weed. It's like, I just want you to be honest with me about it. Never get in a car with somebody that's been drinking or smoking. And if you need me to pick you up, I'm not going to be mad at you if you've done something. You know. If he consumes alcohol and pot, what am I going to do? It's his body. You know, I could be like, well, I mean, don't. And if it becomes a habit, then we'll talk about consequences. But I'm not gonna take shit away, ground him for months. Fuck that. You got one chance on this planet, you know. Oh, your parents were the strictest in town, and you were a teen mom. Hey, dude, be like, hey, you know what? My mother's parents were super strict, and she got married to get the fuck out at 18. As soon as she was 8. She was 17, I believe. She got married and dipped. She dipped. She said, I'm out of here. Uh-oh, had a bit of a buffer there. So she dipped, and then she had me at 19, so she was pregnant by 18. Because she turned 19 4 months before I was born, so she was pregnant at 18. But yeah, she got the fuck out because her parents were strict. I mean, like, but she was married. This is also the 70s, different time. They didn't last long. I think they got divorced in 79, 80, something like that. Was not meant to be. Your mom threw you out on your birthday, what, your 18th or what? That's fucked up. My mom threw me out, but I had it coming. When I was when I was a young man becoming an adult, my mentals really started taking a dive. It was interesting to see. I think back on it a lot. But I had it coming. She kicked my ass out. I moved right up here. This is my grandmother's former property. Well, technically, it's no, it's I don't know whose name it is in right now. It'll be in my name eventually, but my grandmother worked her whole life for this, and that's why I'm buying it. But I lived right up here when my mom kicked me out. I lived here from 19 to 21. Then I went out and started a family. Used to lay over there and watch WWE Raw, WWF Raw, Stone Cold Steve Austin, the golden years. Smoke weed with my girlfriend right there in the corner. Oh, fuck, Missy. That's horrible, bud, babe. I'm sorry. Well, you know that karma comes for those who have it, who deserve it. It always comes. It comes for everybody. Karma comes for everybody, not just those who deserve it. Everybody, trust me. So, you left home twice. Yeah, I had a party while my mom was at work, and some shit got broke. Somebody spilled a bowl of chili and dropped a blunt on white carpet. It was problematic. I had it coming. I was an asshole. She loves me, but she was like done at that point. She was like, deuces, big homie. Let me know when you get it together. And I did it in short order. I did. I moved up here, straightened my shit out. I ditched a lot of my problematic friends and got a job and just kept it pushing. Helped my mom even help me buy a computer when the internet was first available on dial-up. You know, because I was doing so well, she was trying to encourage me. So she loves me. She believes in